Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone has solidified her place in the annals of track and field history, a true legend whose name resonates across the globe. As an athlete, she has faced formidable competition, but in her own words, her greatest challenge lies not in her rivals, but in the 10 hurdles that circle the track in her signature event, the 400-meter hurdles. These hurdles, once obstacles, have become mere stepping stones on her path to greatness, as she now finds herself racing not against others, but against the relentless ticking of the clock. On a fateful night in Paris, Sydney once again demonstrated her extraordinary prowess by shattering her own world record in the 400-meter hurdles, completing the race in a staggering 50.37 seconds. This achievement marked her 5th time lowering the world record and cemented her as one of the most dominant athletes in the history of the sport. With this victory, Sydney successfully defended her Olympic title, making her the first woman to win back-to-back gold medals in the 400-meter hurdles since the event's inception. At just 25 years old, Sydney McLaughlin has already achieved what many athletes can only dream of. Her journey to the top began as a teenager, and she burst onto the scene with a unique blend of talent and determination. Competing in her first Olympics at the age of 17 in Rio 2016, she quickly established herself as a force to be reckoned with. However, it was in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, held in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that Sydney truly announced her arrival on the world stage. In an empty stadium, she claimed her first Olympic gold medal, but the victory felt incomplete. As she would later reflect, it was on that unforgettable night in Paris, with the roaring crowd at the Stade de France, that she experienced her first real Olympics. The race itself was nothing short of spectacular. Sydney, with her trademark focus and intensity, blasted out of the blocks, chasing down her closest rival, Femke Bol of the Netherlands, who was in the lane outside of her. From the very start, it was clear that Sydney was in a league of her own. As she rounded the final bend and entered the home stretch, she had already built a sizable lead, with Bol and the rest of the field struggling to keep up. The roar of the crowd grew louder as they realized they were witnessing something special. An athlete not just chasing another gold medal, but pursuing history. As Sydney crossed the finish line, she glanced up at the scoreboard and saw the time, 50.37 seconds. A smile spread across her face, a mixture of relief, joy, and satisfaction. She had done it again, breaking her own world record and setting a new standard for excellence in the sport. But for Sydney, the time was just one part of the story. In her mind, she was still striving for perfection, inching ever closer to the elusive 49-second barrier. In the moments following the race, Sydney's focus shifted from herself to her competitors. Anna Cockrell, her American teammate, had finished in second place, 150 seconds behind Sydney, with a new personal best time. Cockrell, known for her ability to perform under pressure, once again rose to the occasion, demonstrating why she is considered one of the best in the world. Meanwhile, Femke Bol, who had been expected to challenge Sydney for the gold, finished third, visibly exhausted and disappointed. The Dutch runner had struggled with lactic acid buildup in the final 100 meters, and her performance fell short of her own expectations. But in a display of true sportsmanship, Sydney approached Bol, offering her a hug and words of encouragement. "You are amazing," Sydney told her rival, acknowledging the hard work and dedication that Bol had put into her craft. This moment of camaraderie was emblematic of Sydney's character. While she is undoubtedly a fierce competitor, she also understands the importance of lifting others up, even in moments of personal triumph. Her humility and grace have endeared her to fans around the world, making her not just a champion on the track, but a role model off it as well. Sydney's journey to this point has been meticulously planned and executed. Under the guidance of her coach, Bobby Kersey, she has spent the past 2 years honing her skills, focusing on speed, technique, and endurance. Competing in shorter sprints, such as the 200 and 400 meters, as well as the 100-meter hurdles, has helped her develop the strength and speed necessary to excel in the 400-meter hurdles. The results of this training were evident in Paris, where Sydney delivered a performance that was as close to perfection as one could imagine. As Sydney paraded around the track after her victory, wearing a tiara brought by her sister-in-law to celebrate her birthday, it was clear that she had reached a new pinnacle in her career. But for Sydney, this is just the beginning. She is already looking ahead to future challenges, including the possibility of competing in the 4x400-meter relay at the Paris Olympics. "I'm always here if they need me," she said, signaling her readiness to continue pushing the boundaries of what is possible in her sport. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone's story is one of relentless pursuit, of excellence, of records, and of history. With each race, she raises the bar not just for herself, but for the entire sport of track and field. And as she continues to chase perfection, one thing is certain: the world will be watching, captivated by the brilliance of an athlete who is not just running races, but redefining them. If you've been enjoying the content and the incredible journey of athletes like Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, we would love for you to join our growing community. We're currently at 600 subscribers, and every new subscriber helps us bring you even more in-depth coverage, exciting stories, and all the latest updates in the world of sports. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us.